What's up, guys? GTI Dylan, we're back at it again, and I'm here today to teach you how to play Sky Striker. I'm gonna go over a couple of different combos that with cards that came with the deck and cards that did not come with the deck. Now, I want to go over a few things. Like also, I after more thinking and whatnot, I decided to put Motaro back into the main deck, and I actually cut Motaro from my list. I mean, not Motaro, Afterburn from my list entirely. Um, I love the card. Not necessary. But this list or these combos is to kind of more so help those who wants to play this deck a little bit more seriously, and just curious and you just want to learn the deck a little bit more. This deck has been out forever, but I understand not everyone knows all the decks. There's always new players coming daily, and I just want to be able to showcase some little bit lines that you may have that you may or may not know already. The main one I want to go over is the Ray line. There's so many different combos you can play with Ray, or not combos, but little tricky plays you can play with Ray that not everyone knows. If you've been playing the deck for years, then you obviously know this. But if you haven't, I want to kind of show you what you can do here. So the reason why this is here because this didn't come in the structure deck. I mean, it's certainly the deck, and no longer than this. So I'm going to show you why these two cards are very important to this deck. But first, I'm going to go over Ray. And while I'm going over Ray, I'll be going over these two too in the same process, in the same vein. But let's start off with Ray first, okay? All right. So first, I want to go over I guess the bread and butter of this deck that people know for years. But again, I know not everyone knows this. But multi-roll and airspace both have effects that interacts very weirdly with Ray. Like, let's go over Area Zero really quick, okay? So, Area Zero says you can target one card you control, colon, the semicolon. Activate the top three cards in your deck, and if you do, you can add one activated Sky Striker card to your hand. Also, shuffle the rest of the deck. Alright, so, target one card on the field. Check. Activate the top three cards of your deck, and if you do that, you may add one. And if you do that, then the rest happens. Ray doesn't have to be on the field for this card to resolve. So you can go like activate zero, normal summon Ray, zero effect, target Ray, chain Ray effect, because she tributes herself for cost. Then you like I'm just going to random shuffle here. One, two, three. This is not supposed to happen. It doesn't matter. You activate if you hit or you don't hit. Like if you this or something like this. It doesn't matter if you hit striker names or not striker names. Because all you fulfilled what you needed for zero, and then the rest just happens if you hit or don't hit. Also I am gonna go over this too. I'll put that to the side. Um, so that's how that interaction works. So you like activate normal summon, affect target, chain, zero. Then you like it's just activate, add whatever. If you can, then zero, search for engage or whatever, and just keep going from there. Another thing you can do here, I want to go over this. Now this and this. Now these two. Mozero says, once per turn, you can target one card you control. Simical. Send that card to the graveyard. Also, your opponent cannot activate cards and effects in response to your spell cards. It says, also, target, send the card to the graveyard. Also, your opponent cannot activate. So, activate, target, chain, resolves. Opponent still cannot activate anything for the rest of the turn. So yeah, so these two, you do not need Ray to be the card you target with these two do not need to stay on the field for these two to resolve. So that's the tricky thing with this, which is really good because having these two, it's a little bit stronger than this. Because what happens here, you activate this, you activate normal summon effect, target chain this, go here, uh, resolve, new chain this, grab you. Like you would probably ideally, if you think about it, you probably won't engage. But if you already have engaged in the graveyard, right, you would probably want to search something like, where is it? Like this. Because once you've activated and resolved this effect, and then use her effect to search from the deck. Let's say, like I said, let's say this is in the graveyard, right? So you search for linkage, and then new chain. Since you are a turn player, right? You have the ability to activate any quick effects first. So this to search this resolution before your opponent can activate Drill and Lockbird is what I'm kind of saying this for. Before your opponent can activate Drill and Lockbird, you activate linkage, and then they cannot activate Drill because your opponent cannot respond to your spells. So you activate linkage here, send this off, Kagari, add back. You're engaged that hopefully is in the graveyard. If it's not in the graveyard, then you'll grab something else, obviously. So yeah, you do this, grab this, activate engage, keep going. That's if engaged in the graveyard. Or use this, grab this. But that's how that playline would work off with this card. Like I said, I was gonna go over this in Era Zero in the same vein as this though. So yeah, so I wanted to go over this really fast. And oh yeah, one more funny thing here. Like these two kind of work really well with each other, which I really do like. Like if you open up these two plus like any blank, right? You can go like 0, sorry, well, activate multi-roll, activate 0. That's your first spell. First Sky Striker. Oh yeah, let me read the whole effect of multi-roll. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. All right, multi-roll also says, once returned during the end phase, you can set Sky Striker spells with different names for your graveyard up to the number of Sky Striker spells you've activated this turn while this card is face up in the field. So, activate this first, then you activate this. That counts as your first spell. Okay? 0, target this. Activate. Let's just say you didn't hit anything, right? Didn't hit anything worthwhile. Then you activate this, target this. This gets into the graveyard. Opponent can't respond to your spell card's activation, so I think they can still respond to this. Yeah. They can still ash this, but because it's a graveyard effect, it's not the activation of the card. So that's important. So you this is out, you use this, you send this to the graveyard. Opponent can't respond to the activations, but you use an effect of Area Zero. So you do that. Area Zero has another effect. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can switch summon one Sky Striker ace monster from your deck. So you summon red. Another thing, side note here, like I was trying to say here, if you do that playline, your opponent can still ash you on this because it's not the activation, it's an effect that's happening in the graveyard. Two totally different things. So Area Zero can still be stopped here while you're under this because it's not activation, it's via effect. So there's those two. Now I want to go over, let's see here. That's the importance of this and the importance of, where is it at? This, the importance of these two. Okay? So, while these two cards are very good, is that this card says draw 2. That's all you need to know about. This deck plays so many quick play spells, it's not even funny. And when I was saying earlier, right? Like if you have this out, and then you have this, and you have these two in hand, or any other quick play spell that doesn't add cards from your deck to your hand, golden. Because what happens here is like let's say you did this effect, right? This effect is under it's under in effect. Your opponent can't activate anything, right? So you activate Visions to draw 2 discard, and then Resolution, and you can then activate this to pitch and destroy a card on the field. Oh, guess what? You activate a spell. Guess what? Opponent can't respond. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, so that's these, but that's just a multi-role interaction. But like outside of that, these are just 2 very generic cards that Vengeance says draw 2. It also says pit 2 spells in the graveyard. It also says add NSC from graveyard or deck to hand, which is very relevant in this format because Dracotel and the Braided Typhoon, their spells loads a target. Both Fallen and both MST allows you to dodge their target negation effects. And they also allow you to deal with other threats on the board too, which is very good. Having a main deck spell trap out to something is like very, very important. I do like these are mainstays right now. Until something else gets better, this is really good because all this does is just takes up 2 extra deck slots, which you don't really care too much for. I mean, well, you care a little bit, but you're fine. You have enough stuff in the extra deck, enough names, which this doesn't matter at all. It's 0 space you're taking up with this at all. It's just 2 cards. 2 to 3 cards. Depends if you want to play the dragon that devours dogma or not. But yeah, that's the significance of these 2 cards. Now, let's go over this one. I love this one right here. So, Simons, let's read them together. He says, you can discard 1 spell. You can discard 1 spell, special summon this card from your hand, and if this card is nowhere somewhere special summon, you can special summon 1 Skystriker Ace Rail from your deck or graveyard. Also, you cannot special summon from the extra deck rest of the turn, except for machine monsters. You don't care. 99% of the extra deck that 99% of the extra decks are machines. You're not supposed to summon any non-machine, but SP. But if you go with this route, you're not getting the SP. You don't care. This is your start. This is another starter. All right. This also has another effect. It says you can banish a card from your graveyard. Take one of your Skystriker Ace Rose that is banished from your graveyard. Either add it to your hand or special summon it. So this card, extender. It's a starter and extender. It's a starter because it summons Rose from your graveyard or deck, So let's just say this is your hand, right? You're like in a weird board state. You want to have 2 cards in your hand. This is it, right? You will pitch this special Sionos effect. Summon Rose. Where is she? All right, so this is where we at so far. You have 2 monsters, 2 effect monsters. Make these 2 off. Make Camellia effect. Engage. So this is where you at. Okay. This pitch a spell, special Rose. Camellia dump engage. Link, Gary, engage. And even more, it gets better. So you have this, right? Also, you activate Sionos, the graveyard effect, banish. Special Rose. Link. 0 effect. Search another engage or anything else. All of this off of just this. Now, the biggest issue with this card right here, though, is that if it gets Ash and Pervaded, then you're kind of screwed. But if you have this plus any other like monster in hand, you're fine. what you would have to like, let's say this is your hand, right? Let's just go here. Okay. You have Ash Blossom, Cynos, Embassy in your hand. You will special summon Cynos, right? Pitch the Embassy, the special. Effect. Oh, it gets Ash or Valor in Imperm, right? Okay, cool. Don't worry. Don't oversummon Ash Blossom. Okay? Now, you link these two up. Make Camellia. And then keep playing from there. Camellia, dump engage. Then Camellia into Gary. Gary. Back. Keep going. So that's why I like this. It's a free body, if anything else, and then it's also an extender from like having, banished effects for some of the rows. So that's I guess those are really the main combos I want to show off, but I want to kind of show a few test hands really quick, just to kind of show you how this deck could or should be played when you're going first, and maybe when you're going second, or maybe I could show that part, the going second part on the later video. We'll see. Let's go here. So shuffle up really good. Nice cut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's a hand. Okay. Let's see here. What would I do here? What would I do here? Good draw phase, Radiant Typhoon. You can draw phase Visions. It's okay. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. I have to think about it for a second. So, draw phase Visions. Well, the thing is, like, you have everything you kind of want here, but you kind of do want to fill up your graveyard if you can. So, let's go with Visions first, right? So, Visions, draw 2. Ash, Droplet. So, let's pitch the Droplet, I think, here. Yeah, let's pitch Droplets because I like Linkage in hand just for dodging effects. So yeah, I'm gonna keep that there. So that's draw phase, standby phase, main phase. So we do have engage here. We have upstarts. It's game 1. There's not that many people are main decking Droll right now. So I think it's safe. I think it's kind of safe to go upstart first. Give him 1,000 draw card. Alrighty. Even more protection. Perfect. So what we could do here is a few things. I want to do engage. Let's go grab ourselves a copy of Motorola and draw a card. The reason I'm going for Motorola here is because you have multiple lines here that allows you to get access to engage multiple times. And that's what you want. If you can activate engage multiple times, having access to Motorola is like the god card, if you just to say the least. So we'll activate Motorola. Nova Summon Ray. Okay. Effective Motorola target Ray. Chain Ray. Go 0. Do you go 0 here? Yeah, let's go 0 here. Okay. Chillick 1-0. Target engage. And then, like, if they go, like, okay, Imperm, Valor. Well, 0 doesn't target engage. 0 effect to search. We would not be grabbing one from graveyard. But yeah, 0 effect to search. But if they go, like, Imperm, Valor, you have this to dodge it. You have linkage. We have linkage to dodge it. We also have Pollen Virtues to dodge it. But that, you're probably not going to use this to dodge it if you have this in your hand. So 0 effect to search. We will be searching here. We'll be searching another engage here. The more spells we can activate underneath this, the better. So then now we can activate engage. This is where we search Widowmaker. Draw a card. And that's spell number 1 under this. Well, it doesn't. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna. This is a play test. So I am going to just do that. All right, cool. So now activate linkage. That's spell number 2. Card. Link 1. Sorry. Aspect. 2 spells so far. Spell number 3. Engage again. So far we have one Widow Anchor. We have that we drew off of, which we could just have this like be a blank draw, which doesn't kind of matter, but I'm going to keep like this. So far we do have 3 interruptions. We want more than that. So let's go for linkage. No, Luminous Gate. Press up. Okay. That's our hand so far, and these 2 are the cards that we drew. These are the cards we drew off of linkage. Off of engage. So this is where we at so far. Let's link this off. Let's make shiz. And then we have a few things here. Let's put these here for real quick. So we have this, meaning we can only set one other card. So let's go ahead and move to end phase, right? Before we go there, let's look at the graveyard. We have 1 engage, linkage there, couple engage. Okay, so let's move to end phase. Okay. Now we're going to activate Shizuku effect here. So with Shizuku, you cannot add any card from your deck to your hand if you have okay. Shizuku says any spell, add 1 card, scratch your card from deck to your hand. Well, scratch your spell from deck to your hand that's not cardy, same name as the graveyard. So we cannot add engage, we cannot add linkage, but we can add anything else. So what we grab here is we could grab this, we could grab this, grab this. These are the targets that we can grab off of Shizuku here. The 2 that makes the most sense here is these 3. Given that we already have 1 of these, right? We have grave. So we'll probably grab this here, right? No, actually. Let's grab this, right? So this here. No. We'll wrap this. We'll wrap Ego Booster. So this here. Still during the end phase. Activate Ego Booster. Target Shizuku. Graveyard. Now let's resolve multi-roll. Set Ego Booster back. So you have protection, a pop, negate and steal, and a bounce. Now you're asking me why didn't I just set this and then just add this to my hand and just end it off with this set with these in. The reason why I didn't do that because like we drew it, but I just wanted to play with my hand without, and the extra cards are just extra cards. They're like, I'm not counting these as like actual cards that you have access to. But if this was a real game, you would probably just use her effect, search this, and set this. Because this is probably what you want to have. This is what you want to have. This is your back row. So a tag out, a pop, negate still, and a shuffle back. Because you have 1. Because like with this, we can bounce back 2 cards from the field to the hand, or 1 if you don't want to get rid of your array. Because this says for every 3 cards you target, shuffle back. For every 3 cards you shuffle back, you bounce that many cards from the field to the hand. So That's why I was like, okay, we could, you could do this. But if we get this, we can get more. We can have a way where this is still in the graveyard and have this out for a second copy of this. Then this on the opponent's turn can tag out some Ray and Rose, pop a card in the field. Oh, guess what? We have four of these in the graveyard. Oh, guess what? We have 5. Or no, 8. I can't count. We have 8 here, which with more, another one that can be added. So that's that little test hand with a little bit of rant, maybe ranting in there. But that's how I feel like that's how I would play that hand. Let's go with one more. Let's get a good shuffle. I just want to make sure I go over everything that I can go over with, just to make sure y'all understand this. I know I'm just kind of rambling a lot here. This is kind of new to me. Yes, I've done YouTube for years, but this is the first time I'm trying to take this seriously, so there's a little bit of nerves that that I have. So please bear with me, guys. All right, next hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is interesting. I kind of like this. Kind of like this hand. Let's go off first things first. So, this is a little weird because if I start off with this and it gets to, guess we got Ashwell. Alright, so we're going to just activate. It doesn't activate. Alright, so I'm going to discard this to special summon. Okay? Chilling 1. That's special summon Rose. Okay. Let's link these two up. The play line I was kind of showing you out earlier, we're going that route. But yeah, effect to Foolish. So since we have Engage here, I guess we probably still dump Engage. Make the opponent think we don't have access to Engage, which we already, but we do. Yeah, yes, do that. So like if you go Kagari, target Engage, they go, okay, let's Imperm or Veiler that. Okay, bet, activate Engage again. Or technically, we have this too, which is really good. So let's go this into Kagari. Chilling 1 target. I expect here. Activate. We are going to add 1/0. Activate 1/0. Activate Linkage. Are we only doing this because so we can have 3 spells in the graveyard to start drawing off the Engage? 0. Effective 0. Search. Because right now I'm trying to keep our spell count in the graveyard at 3 right now. Grab Linkage here. Activate. That's the hand. Anchor. No. Luminous Gate here, actually. Actually, no. We have this in the graveyard. Let's go grab Anchor here. I have to think about that for a second. I guess the more I look at this, I feel like... Okay, that's funny. All right. Never that lucky, right? Because here, which this might seem kind of weird, normal summon Ray, because we just drew that off engage. Activate the Monstro, target Ray. The reason why I did this is for the fact that depend Ray into rotation. Now, going through this combo, I was thinking, instead of dumping another engage, right? Since we had protection with this, instead of doing that, use her effect to send the Ray from deck to the graveyard. The only issue with doing that, though, is that you would not have 3 spells to keep going. But do we really care that much about having 3 spells than being able to have protection? Not protection, but being able to have recursion off of this. Because if you activate this, right, on the opponent's turn, activate Zero's effect on the opponent's turn to summon to the pop card and that gets Ash rebelled, what can you do? Yes, we did search a Linkager. And yes, we did search a Little Linker. And yes, you can still be like, so you can be like, activate this, it gets stopped, okay? You have these 2 set and maybe something else set, right? Your opponent starts to continue to play a little bit more. You go activate Leakage, response, chain Woodwinker, target to negate, and steal. Then let's just say this is the monster that they had, right? You take it, send it off. Make anything here. Well, not anything, but like make yourself this or make yourself this. So you could do that, which is fun. It's not a bad play at all. This is still be able to facilitate that. Only issue that you probably would not set anything off this, and you would just end on this and this and this and it, which isn't bad. But if this gets stopped, your play becomes like really really bad at that point because you can't really do too much if you just sent Ray. But if you did what I did, send, even then, now the more I sit here and think about it, sending Ray might have been the better option for the fact that if you do this and if it doesn't, I don't know, it's weird. Maybe, yeah, no, I think what I did was correct. No, no, I was not correct. You definitely use this to send this. But if you want to be greedy and try to start drawing and send an engage is perfectly fine here. But again, it's a greedy play, but it's a play that can be made. But being able to have this as added protection is not protection, but like, oh, you destroyed something. Having her rotation helps you be able to recover from that. But if you are confident in this resolving, going that way, and then let's say I just wasn't lucky enough to draw this off of the gauge, right? This does get you into Ray. Because they use this on Ray and Rose. Pop a card. And then if there's something else that you think that you need to get rid of on resolution, activate. Take these 2 off. For Zeke or Azalea. Azalea on summon. Zeke on summon. Destroy. Banish a monster until your opponent's next end phase. Or Azalea on summon, destroy a card on the field. And then if these 2 get outed, if one of these 2, whatever you make off this gets outed, Ray pops back out. And then Ray can tag into this. Those are the relevant ones that she can tag out into. She can tag onto one of those. So I know I was a little all over the place here, but like the striker playlines are very. I wouldn't say that it's very linear. It all depends on what deck you're playing against. It depends on your hand, 100% hand dependent. But every deck is that way. But it's not like a cut and dry 10-minute combo that you're doing, because your goal with this deck is to control your opponent, or at least handicap your opponent enough to where you can go to the OTK route, which I don't think I've showed yet with Ray. So Ray, if your opponent doesn't have any monsters, she can outright in the game. You have Ray, you enter battle, you attack for 15. Okay, that's 15. Use effect. Tag herself out into 0. Use Zero's effect on summon to search for linkage. 2,000. So that's 35. Linkage. Send this to the graveyard. Summon Kagari. So the world Kagari target linkage. Well, guess what? Linkage says the scratcher monster you use to summon, they use this to summon, gains 1,000 attack if you have both a light and a dark. So Kagari is at 25. Their opponent has already taken 35. 25. So they've taken 6,000. So yeah, they're taking 6,000 when you attack with this, okay? Now activate this. Tag this up. It's an in to any other one that's this, or one of these two. That's 6,000, because these also would be 25. So that's a quick rendition of the OTK using just Ray, and they don't have anything. So that's how you OT with Ray. But alright guys, if you guys have any more questions or comments, comment down below in the video. There will be a part 2 to this, a duel with me and a friend who wants to learn how to play this deck. He would be a newbie like how some of y'all are, and we're going to go through and kind of see how a new player versus a person versus someone who's been playing this game. We play this deck for as long as I've been playing. I've been playing this deck since it came out. I played Trickstar Striker back then. I played Pure Striker. I played Orcus Striker. I've played Chew Draco Striker. I've tried them all. Take care. Bye.